So this week's a short video, but it's a very beginner-friendly build and a versatile jig to have around the shop, and that's going to be a spline jig. The purpose of this jig is to reinforce the notoriously weak end grain to end grain miter joint by adding long grain across that joint to reinforce it. I didn't want to reinvent the wheel on this one, so I found some images online of jigs I liked and modified it real quickly. You saw the one from Wood Magazine, which is basically a cradle that rides on your table saw fence. I used to have a tensioning jig that was a very similar design, and I like that it rides on the fence. It reinforces it and gives it structure while you're sliding it through the saw. So I wanted to change a couple things to it, and that is basically what I came up with. I'm starting with a piece of MDF, and I do not love working with MDF, but as you can see, I don't have a lot of scrap around the shop these days because I used it up on a big cabinet build. So I had to pilfer it from my rolling cart that holds my plane, and then that is how I went about making this. You're basically just building a secondary fence that's going to set on top of what you already have for a table saw fence. So there's a short piece on the side, a bridge piece that's going to connect the short piece to the part that's going to hold up the splining jig. So like I said, I'm using repurposed MDF, so my sizes were basically based on what I had. I think this was about 16 inches across and about as tall as I wanted it because I do make some larger picture frames from time to time. I decided to reinforce the connection on the bridge, the top of the fence, with a dado just to make it a little bit sturdier. You don't necessarily need to do that. Obviously there's holes in this from when I was using it as the platform for my plane, but pretty simple, 3 pieces. They nestle right on top of the fence, and you just want to make sure it slides freely. And then I decided to put a couple 45s to connect the vertical part to the horizontal bridge. I checked it with my square beforehand, and that's just because stuff like this gets kicked around my shop quite a bit. I already have some water damage on it from getting some steam bending water on there, so the reinforcement will not hurt. I already had a picture frame that I was working on, so I just found center of my large prop platform, and then I can mount some runs across the top. Now these I made pretty wide because you can also use jigs like this for boxes, so I wanted it to be able to hold wider pieces. And all I did was, you could see I have that 45 and 45 on either side of my straight mark. I just attached those 2 pieces, which will cradle whatever you're putting in there, and I reinforce it on the bottom with some cleats just to hold it up. It's all scrap I had laying around the shop. From here I could just start making the picture frames, which I always like to make in multiples because it just makes all the setup easier. So I rabbited out the back side of some red oak. I always have red oak laying around the shop, so it's easy to convert to frames, and it stains really well, so it's a great material for making frames. I could cut my first miter on my cross-cut sled and the second miter on my miter saw, just so I don't have to have 2 separate setups on the table saw, or the miter saw I don't have to keep changing the blades, and that works out really well. A quick way to figure out if your miters are accurate is put them back to back, and if your points are off even a little bit, it means your frame's not going to be square. Once all those pieces are perfect, I can then glue that frame together. I have a strap clamp that actually has reinforced plastic corners, which works really well for gluing together these square pieces. Now, one of the reasons I liked the design that I modified was because I left the bottom open, which means I can cut whatever thickness spline I want without making a huge curve cut into the actual jig, which is why I left that bottom open, so I could use my saw blade and do about 1/4 inch splines, or my dado stack and do thicker ones. And you could see when I was filming this content, because I made one of these frames for TikTok, as I was hammering it together, the entire frame actually broke apart. Like I said, because end grain to end grain joinery is notoriously weak, this just reinforces it. You can see how that frame fits in the cradle, and then on this one I'm going to be putting about a 1/4 inch spline through it because I always have thin stock that is left over from rip cuts on various projects, so I could take that leftover material, measure it, put the dado stack set to the same width, and then just send it through on the splines. You could do same colors or contrasting colors if you want a little bit of a pop or design on the edges, but this is just that 1/4 inch material. It's actually mahogany. I can glue it in place. You can see how it's also going to add some structure and kind of prevent racking and twisting on this, as well as reinforcing that end grain to end grain joint. Can sand the whole piece up, and then I have a couple finished frames. So really simple jig. It's something I should have made years ago. You can see how you could do it with the thinner blade as well. I used to just kind of put a wedge behind it and prop it up and send it through the saw, which is not super safe. So I was happy I think it took me about 20 minutes to make that. Plexi in the shop, and I could just fill in those frames. For this one, I'd cut some laser anatomy drawings out on the laser engraver, which I thought would look cool framed, and I don't dislike them, but I think just because I cut it on darker veneer, which is what I had, I don't necessarily, it lacks a pop in the visual. So these have just been kind of sitting around the shop. I haven't really done anything with them, but the jig itself is extremely versatile, like I said, not just for picture frames, really any square joinery where you have miters on the corners or even reinforced rabbets on the corners is perfect for that.